Hey guys, and welcome back to the World War II Solitaire board game channel and more D-Day dice. We're gonna go ahead and move on now to the 6th map, and I'm not sure that this is a very good pronunciation of the name, but it's called something like Vierville Draw. And again, this is map number 6. We're gonna play as the Americans again. Just like we did last time, we're not gonna go ahead and go with the parachute flare as our item, but we're gonna go with the grappling hook, which is a special item that is a specific one that's available for this specific scenario. As you can see, we have some more climbing places, so we might need our grappling hook. So this map is also very fun. First of all, you can choose if you want to climb or not. If you want to climb, you have to go to one of these 3 areas. Otherwise, you enter through this sector, and you can see a new icon here that we have never seen. And what this icon means is that you have to stay here until you hit chevron 3. So you have to stay here for a maximum amount of turns. So those areas can be quite dangerous. I don't think we have anything new on the map besides that. We have an award, which a random award which is given here. Beyond that, I think we have seen it all. We have 2 starting locations. This one with defense value of 3, you start with 6 soldiers, or this one with defense value of 2, you start with 4 soldiers. And I'm gonna start with that one simply because I plan to go up north, then all the way to the right, all the way up to the bunker. So that's the only reason why I start here. Otherwise, I would start here. And of course, if there wasn't this barrier here, I would start in this one and then go left. But we have that barrier there, so we have to oblige by that one. So I'll set my resource card to 4 soldiers. And I put my dice there. As usual, I am looking for stars early in the game. I want to recruit the captain as fast as I can. Might want to get to lieutenant. I need to get the corporal. As you see over here, I need the corporal, and he needs to die in this area. Poor corporal. And the dice gods are nice. I get my stars. Whoops. I can also see that I get 2 infantrymen here. However, it's very unlikely that I'll get another blue one with this one. It's just one out of 6. And okay, I can roll it 2 times, but I don't think those odds are good enough to try. So I'm going to reroll all of them. And I got, look at that, I got more stars and an RWB. These 2 I am thinking of perhaps saving. That's a good question. Okay, I'll save those 2. Sometimes you have to push your luck, sometimes it's wise not to. It could become 2 skulls for whatever I know. Okay, so I get 4 stars and 3 soldiers, so I go up to 7. We adjust our unit die. I spend my 4 stars and recruit the captain, which lets me change the color of one of my die in my final tally. We have combat, and I lose only 2 troops, so it's a very nice place to spend a few sectors because there really aren't a lot of casualties there. We roll again. And oh man, I'm lucky today. Let's hope the luck will last. You never know. We get 2 stars. Another RWB. Oh yeah, I forgot to get the RWB bonus. So the leadership lets me rally 1 bonus die and add it to my final tally. And basically of my choice, but I have to roll it. So for example, I could save these 2 right and hope I would get a 3rd one, but I would have to take the white one and roll it, or any color and roll it. So it's not like the other ones where you can actually decide. So anyway, that or 2 courage, and I did get 2 courage. I'm gonna add those 2 courage now. And I'm gonna go ahead and re-roll these. And more stars, that's incredible. I'm gonna re-roll these 2. Man, look at that. That's incredible. 5 stars. Are you kidding me? Let's do the RWB first. I'm going to go ahead and add 2 more courage. So we're up to 4 now. And then I'm going to add 5 stars and 1 item point. I'm gonna need a lot of courage on this map. That is one of the things that you have to keep in mind. That's 1 point, 2 points, 3 points, 4 points, 5 points, 6 points. So that's in total, that's 3, 6, 10, 15, 21 courage totally. And that's if I don't take any courage casualties from the machine gun fire. Okay, I did add all my stuff, so I'm gonna go ahead and recruit again. And just because it's so early in the game, otherwise I wouldn't, I am gonna go ahead and get the medic. Usually I would not on this map, but it's just too good to give it up. I'm just gonna calculate how many men I'm gonna save with it. So that's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Let's see, 13 men for 4 stars. I'm not sure about that actually. I think I'll skip the medic and instead I go ahead and get the lieutenant. The lieutenant, depending on what you roll, is so extremely good. I'm gonna go and head and get the lieutenant for 4 stars. And I got a little bit more skulls than I was hoping for, but I was still happy to get 1, as the skulls are gonna be very helpful when I attempt that climb. So, however, we only got 1, 2 soldiers, and usually what I'm looking for with the lieutenant is getting the 2 soldiers and the 1 soldiers together with the captain. It's an incredible combination as you're trying to rack up those RWB bonuses as you're attempting to gather up men for the final push on the bunker. Combat, not to be forgotten. 2 combat factors, so we go from 5 to 3 men remaining. Next sector has 6 in defense value. I'm gonna have to move after this. So in this turn, I'm not looking for stars, I'm looking for men. Now that just sounded wrong, I'm looking for men. I hope no one downloads this movie, this video, and makes a song out of it, this audio tune stuff. I'm saving those guys and re-rolling. Looking pretty good. Okay, not quite what I was looking for. However, we can use the lieutenant now. Just like I said, it's an incredible force. We're gonna go ahead and trade them. I'll go with the star against the 2 soldiers. And then with the captain, I change the color of this to white, which gives me the RWB for fresh troops, 5 soldiers. I go from 3 to 8. I gain 1 courage, I'm up to 5. And then 6, 7, 8 more soldiers. I go from 8 to 16. All right. And I actually meant to do this. So I'll add 1 more star and decrease my courage by 1. All right, we have to move, and I am gonna go ahead and change my dice back before I forget, because that's something that occurs frequently for me. For some reason, I forget to trade my dice back, and that is why I've decided that the lieutenant will have the metal dice and I'll have the plastic ones, because that makes it easier for me to remember that. So we move up, we pay 1 courage, we go from 4 to 3 courage. We have to do combat here, and it's a combat value of 6. We go from 16 to 10 soldiers. We can only stay in this sector because of this for 1 turn, so we put the dark shield, the black shield, to remember that. Okay, still looking for soldiers. However, I would like to get some stars because I'm still looking to recruit. I want to get the corporal. I want to get the scout. And I think that's pretty much it for what I want to recruit in this game on this map. However, I could potentially recruit more, most likely the paratroopers, just to keep my soldier squad up. Look at that, we get an RWB right away. And I'm thinking I'm going to grab that star as well. and then we re-roll. That's just too good to not keep, because I can change these 2 soldiers for this star with the lieutenant. So we have a reinforcements RWB, that's 8 soldiers. Then we have a leadership, which adds 1 die or 2 courage. We go for the courage. Remember, we need 21 courage on this map. Then we get 3 soldiers. We go up to 21 from 18. And 3 stars. We go from 2 to 5 stars. We also gain 1 courage because of the map. The sector itself gives us 1 courage. And then I'm going to change my die back before I forget. And now we are going to go ahead and recruit. So I am going to go ahead and recruit the scout, which lets me add 1 tool to my final tally. And he is cheap, only 2 stars. We move into the next sector. And this is not an advance, it's a move, since we are going adjacent. So no need to spend courage. We lose 6 men, so we go from 21 to 15. And we can stay here for 3 sectors. It's a good place to hang. I am going to go ahead and get rid of 1 of these dice, because you can only roll 5 here. And I'm contemplating here if I can get a nice RWB. I would guess I would go for the battle cry. I have a red one here, so I'll get rid of 1 red dice. Or 1 red die. Alright, rolling. Perhaps I should go for item points with this roll. Feeling like that perhaps was a mistake. I'm gonna re-roll all of them. I have to push my luck. Okay. So what I'm gonna do in this scenario, I'm gonna change the skull for the tool with the lieutenant. I'll change this color to red with the captain. So we have an RWB special find, 4 soldiers. So I go up to 19 soldiers. Get 1 star, 1 courage. 7 courage, 4 stars currently. And then item points, we have 1 with the scout, 3 here. That makes 4, that gives me 12 item points. Perfect. Let's see here now. I'll change back the dice before I forget. And get rid of this one. And we're going to recruit, I believe, yes. We spend 2 stars and we get the corporal, which lets us re-roll 1 die of our final tally. And again, I like to keep them here just to remember which cards I have that can affect my rolls, because otherwise it's super easy to forget. Alright, and we are going to get an item as well. I'm going to go ahead and get the... I'll get the grappling hook, just because that's important. So it's 5 item points, so I go from 12 to 7. And then we take combat, 6 soldiers lost. I have 19. We go to 13. And then we roll again. I'm gonna save the trooper, and should I go for item points again? Let's see, with those 3 I get 6 points only. That's not a lot. But I still need items, so I think I'm gonna play it safe and go for the items in this turn as well. Rats. Okay, that's rather unlucky, but that's how we go sometimes. I am going to go ahead and the skull is going to cancel. Oh, I used the corporal to re-roll the skull. You see, that's what, oh, look at that. That's very lucky. And that's why I keep the corporal close, because that helps me to remember. Okay, so I have 3 tools plus 1 from the scout. That's 4. That's 12 item points. I go from 17 to 19. Perfect. Then I get 2 soldiers, so I go up to 15. Just our unit die, and we are going to buy some items again. I am going to go ahead and get the captured motorcycle for 3 item points. I go from 19 to 16. I'll spend it immediately, and again the captured motorcycle just lets me next turn I get to roll 1 of these supply dice. We take combat against 6 soldiers. We go from 15 to 9. So now we need to get soldiers again. We need to start recruiting. And we have one last turn in this sector. I think that RWB is too nice to not take advantage of. I'm going to save that soldier. And re-rolling that one. I'm going to use the corporal to re-roll it. Okay. So we got an RWB. That's going to give us... see, that gives us 2 courage. So we're up to 9. Plus 1 because of this dice. We're up to 10 now. 1 item because of the scout. 1 item point. 3 stars. We go up to 5. 1 soldier. We go up to 10. Adjust our unit die. And let's see if we... Oh, I should have rolled this too. 3 soldiers. Maybe that's actually a very good roll. Yeah, I'm going to go with the 3 soldiers. So up to 30 now. And that's been used. Okay, let's see recruiting. What item do I want to get? I want to get the binoculars for 10 item points. So we go from 17 to 7. And then I want to recruit a specialist. And I am going to go ahead. Either I'll get the, let's see, the Beachmaster perhaps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 15 soldiers. That's pretty good for 3 stars. So I'll get the Beachmaster. However, I think I am going to get the Sharpshooter first. Just because I get plus 1 star here for every turn. So I'm going to have time to get the Beachmaster before I advance. So I'll have more need of the Sharpshooter before I get there. Okay, so it's getting a little bit swamped here, but... The Sharpshooter is going to be here, 2 stars. I go from 5 to 3. And we move. We take machine gun fire. So it's important for me now to keep at least having a surplus of 1 of every resource, or I'll take big time damage from that machine gun if I get the courage and don't have courage or star, etc. Okay, we take 4 damage, so I go from 13 to 9. And now we can spend 3 lovely sectors or lovely turns in this sector, which also lets us roll 6 dice again. Okay, I'm gonna go for soldiers. I definitely have enough stars. So I'll re-roll the soldiers. Gonna roll again. Ha, look at that. Nice. Okay, so let's see. We get an RWB because I'm going to use the captain to change the color of this to blue. So that's 5 soldiers. So we go from 9 to 14. Then we gain 6, 7, 8 soldiers. We go from 14 to 22. 1 tool plus the tool here. That's 3 item points. We go from 7 to 10. And then plus 1 star from where we're standing. So that's pretty good. We go to the next level, and I am going to go ahead and get the Beachmaster. It's safe to do so now. 3 stars. I go from 4 to 1. I'm not going to spend any item points. I think I'm going to save up for the Bangalore Torpedo or the Whistle, depending on how much courage I can manage to gather. I think the Whistle would be good, because that would let me, instead of spending 6 courage on this bunker, I could spend 6 courage buying an award. So that would probably be a better idea. However, I'm gonna relax a little bit and wait until I actually get up there, so I don't get up there and end up not having enough courage to get into the bunker and fail that way. Okay, machine gun fire again. 2 soldiers plus 3, that's a total of 5. So I go from 22 to 17. Pretty good deal. Okay, let's go again. And we'll save the soldiers. And we'll save the soldiers again. Not what I was looking for. I'm gonna go ahead and re-roll the star with the corporal. Yeah, That was what I was looking for. Perfect. I'll use the captain, changing that color to blue, which gives me a reinforcements RWB, 8 soldiers. I go from 17 to 25. Then we gain 4, 5, 6, 7. So we go from 25 to 32. 1 courage. We're up to 11 now. And 1 star from the map. So we are up to 2. Also 1 item point. Very easy to forget in the heat of the battle from the scout. We adjust our unit die. And I am not going to recruit anything now. We roll the machine gun. And it's a point of courage. So lose 1 courage. And 3 soldiers, we go from 32 to 29. I'm going to save the rest of my stars now to get the 2 paratroopers. They're just really good. And I think the one where you get the reinforcements RWB is the best for, you get 8 soldiers by spending 2 stars. That's a really good value. Okay, last turn in this sector. And I am lucky, but I need to keep being lucky because now I need to roll at least 1 soldier or a 2 soldier. Not what I was looking for. 1 more try. Ah, look at that. I am going to go ahead and use the corporal to reroll this one. Oh man. Okay, unfortunately it's not going to be 2 RWBs because I can only change the color of 1 of them. And I'm going to go with the 1 soldier, turn this to white because that gives me more soldiers, 8 versus 5. So I get the reinforcements. I go from 29 to 37. And then we have 6, 7, 8, 9. So I go from 37 to 46 soldiers. And I get 1 star from this thing here. And I'll relax a little bit with recruiting the paratrooper just for one reason. And that reason is that we have machine gun fire more coming. So I could lose a lot of stars that way. So we're going to go ahead and advance. And we have to spend 2 courage. So we have 8 courage now. We still need 3, 7, 12, 18 courage, so we're 10 courage short. Let's see here. We take 6 damage plus machine gun fire. A star. So it was a wise move not to spend it. Plus 6 soldiers, we go from 46 to 40. Okay, so now it's time to climb. And to climb, I need to roll at least 4 skulls in my final tally. Starting off good. I am contemplating perhaps I should stay in this sector for a few turns and take my chances. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'll save the soldiers and reroll these. It's also going to gain me some very much needed courage. Also, I'll add 3 soldiers here because of my Beachmaster, which I forgot, but I just remembered. Re-rolling. Look at that beautiful roll. Okay, we have an RWB for 5 soldiers, so we go up to 38. And then we have, let's see here, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10 soldiers. We go to 58. Wow. Adjust our unit die. We also gain 1 courage because this sector gives us +1 courage. Okay, I'm not going to recruit anything. I'm not going to buy anything. I'm going to give myself 1 more item point because of the scout. Again, having these cards in the area where they're kind of give their effect is very helpful to help old minds to remember. We're going to have to do combat again. And it's 1 courage point. And then we lose 6 soldiers. We go from 58 to 52. And we go again. And maybe now it's actually time to move, because now I got a result that kind of guarantees I'll stay for 1 more sector. I feel like that should be doable. I can get 2 skulls from my items. I can get 1 skull from the lieutenant. in worst case scenario, I can even re-roll a die with the corporal. I feel like it should be doable. So I'll stay for one more sector and push my luck a little bit. Now I'm getting nervous. Okay. So not sure it was worth it, but whatever. We get 1 item point because of our scout. We get 1 courage, 2 courage because of the sector bonus. 1 star, and a total of 4, 5, 6 soldiers. Okay, so maybe it wasn't worth it to stay, but we did get more courage, so that's good. Adjust our unit die, and now we have to roll the machine gun fire dice. That's 2 soldiers plus 6, that's 8. So we go to 50. All right, so now we have to get those skulls. We just have to. Remember, in the climbing areas, none of your dice are locked, so you don't have to lock those 2 dice in the beginning. Okay, we did the right thing. I can tell you that right now. So we got 2 skulls, we'll save those. And let's see here. I'm contemplating whether to just go with this, because I could just roll a lot more skulls, and maybe I should. I kind of want more item points, but okay, I'll re-roll the ones that aren't soldiers, and maybe I should stick with the courage as well, right? I'll just stick with this roll. Okay, so first of all, we use the lieutenant and change the... Let's see, I'll change the soldier for a skull. And then I simply use the grappling hook, which lets me add 1 skull of any color to my final tally. So the color is going to be red, which gives me the Dead Man's Gift, gain 17 item points and 2 stars. So I go up to 5 stars and 17 item points. With 13, I now have 30 item points. So that's a really powerful RWB. The Americans are, in my mind, the best nation in the starting game. So we have 4 stars, and that means we do have to cancel one of these. So I'm gonna cancel the star with the 4th skull. And the reason why these guys don't cancel anything is because it's an RWB, or actually it would be with this one, because that's the red one, and this one would be the one that canceled the star. Okay, then we get 1 courage plus 1 because of the sector, that's 12. 1 tool plus 1 for the scout, that's 3, so we go up to 33 item points. So we now have our 4 skulls that's needed to climb up this climb. We discard a card, and I am going to go ahead and climb up, and that is going to cost me 3 courage. We go from 12 to 9. Again, 3 soldiers because of the Beachmaster, and there is no other requirements. I lose 11 soldiers, so I go from 53 to 42. And that's it. We're now in the next sector. I get a random award because of the sector. So I think this is a very good route to take, to be honest. It's always the route I take. I've never tried another route, and I never will. I find what works, and if it's not broken, don't fix it. Add 2 results of your choice in any color to your final tally, and 1 result to another unit. So with this one, there is no other unit, so I only get the first thing, the Conspicuous Gallantry Medal. So I'm going to save that for when I feel like I need it. That's a very, very good card. Add 2 results of your choice in any color to your final tally, and 1 result. That's an incredible card. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and roll our dice. And I think maybe I should save the courage now. I feel like I have enough men, but let's see, I have 9 courage. I still need 9 plus 6. Maybe I'll just buy that whistle and be done with it and save the soldiers instead. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and save this combination. And this combination. Ooh, I got an RWB. Okay, I'm happy with that roll. As we get an RWB for fresh troops, we get +5, so we'll go up to 47. Then we gain 6, 7, so we go up to 54. 2 courage, we go up to 11 courage. All right. We adjust our unit die. I will buy for 2 stars the paratrooper. And then I shall immediately sacrifice him. Sacrifice to gain a reinforcements RWB. So he's sacrificed now, and that gains me 8 more soldiers, so I go from 54 to 62. All right, I am gonna buy an item as well, and I am gonna go ahead and buy, I think I'll buy I'll start with the Bangalore, so that's 20 item points. So we go from 33 to 13. Yeah, I should also gain an item point because of the scout. That's one that I always have a hard time remembering. Combat, we lose 11 soldiers. We go from 62 to 51. And we're not going to stick around here. We have enough men to push, so push is what we're going to do. We move up into the next area. So we should actually have taken 12 in damage, not 11. So I'll remove 1 more of my soldiers. We have to spend 4 courage, so I go from 11 to 7. And then we gain 3 soldiers with the Beachmaster. We also have to lose the Corporal as per the sector requirement. Bye-bye, Corporal, I love you. And you can see this sector gets more lethal the longer we stay. It starts with 12 in defense value, goes up to 14, finally 16. So this is also not really a place that you want to stick around. We're going to have to go ahead and roll our dice. Okay, saving the soldiers, of course. Again, got that nice RWB, saving the soldiers. And I can't re-roll this since I lost the Corporal. However, I can use the Sharpshooter to ignore that one. Okay, so we got the nice RWB. Then I'm going to use my Conspicuous Metal. Add 2 results of your choice in any color to your final tally, and 1 result of another. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a red die, add 2 soldiers. I'm going to use a blue die, add 2 soldiers, and I'm going to be happy with that. So that's going to give us a crap load of soldiers. That's the best award I ever seen. That gives us 5 soldiers, so we go up to 58. And that gives us 8 soldiers, so we go up to 66. And then we gain 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, so we go up to 76. Perfect, we get 1 item point thanks to the scout. We're up to 15. And we adjust our unit die. And let's bring those back. Let's see here. I have 3 stars. I have 7 courage, 50 item points. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and buy the whistle before I forget. That's 7 item points, so I go from 15 to 8. And then we're going to go ahead and advance. I spend 5 courage this time, so we're down to 2. I gain 3 soldiers because of the Beachmaster. We go from 76 to 79. And I am going to go ahead and use the Bangalore here, bam, to stop that nasty 12 defense. There is, however, still 2 machine gun fire. I would have preferred to have the grenade because there is a special icon here that makes those machine guns even nastier. And that is the the D6 here. What that does is it kills one of your specialists if you roll a 6, or in the case of this special expansion, if you roll the skull. And I rolled a skull. However, I'm not worried because I do have the binoculars. Change the result of one die. Can be used on locked dice or any other die. So I'm changing the result of this to another tool. So we have spent the binoculars and we lose 2 item points. Not too bad. We go from 8 to 6. I'm happy with that. The Bangalore was successful. We also didn't take those 12 damage points. I'm gonna go ahead and roll my final roll. And we're gonna just go ahead and save a bunch of men. We have 79 guys, so that bunker is gonna be a cakewalk, but still. Okay, so the sharpshooter lets me ignore this skull. I get an RWB because I changed color with the captain of this to white, so I gain 5 soldiers. I go from 79 to 84. 6, 7 soldiers, we go up to 91. Then we also gain 1 courage and 1 item point thanks to our friendly scout. I am actually gonna go ahead and use the lieutenant, get this one and change it for the skull. So I gain 1 more courage just because I want a higher point, victory point score. Okay, that's it. We adjust our unit die and remove this lieutenant die. Oh, I removed the wrong one. The white one should remain. Okay, let's see here now. Do I want to recruit or buy something before this game ends? Yes, I want to do that. I want to get the walkie-talkie for 2 points. So that I go down to 5. I immediately discard it, which gives me 2 soldiers. I have 3 stars. I could potentially rally someone, but I don't think that I want to do that. I could rally the paratrooper, which sacrificed me to prevent the loss of up to 6 soldiers. However, I am actually a little bit unsure. Somewhere in the back of my mind, it might be the 3rd edition rules, but somewhere in the back of my mind, something told me that you can only have one of these in your pool because they have the same name. I can't remember where I read it, but I had such a nice game that I don't want to risk cheating and putting that black mark on this very nice gaming session, so I'm not gonna recruit him for this game. If you know where I read this rule, or if I'm just dreaming, you could tell me. Okay, however, now because of all my talking, I have become unsure of if I actually added these 9 soldiers and 1 courage to my final tally. I do remember adding the scout, but I'm just gonna have to go with my instincts and say that I did. It doesn't really matter if I did or not, since if I didn't, I'm still gonna win. So that's going to be some fog of war for you, and that's how my mind works. I got a bit of ADHD, so I'll do one thing and then another, and I've completely forgotten the thing that happened 5 seconds prior. So anyway, I'm going to use the whistle for advancing. Advance once without spending courage. You still need to follow all sector requirement and restrictions. We move inside of the bunker. We spend no courage, however, we gain 3 soldiers thanks to our lovely Beachmaster. There is a machine gun here, so we roll the machine gun, and it's a soldier, plus 30, so that's 31. So we go from 96 to 75. But still, guys, I had 75 guys left. That's a company of men. I gotta say, I don't know if my tactics are superior or if I was just extremely lucky. Perhaps there was a combination of a lot of the second one and a little bit of the first claim. But no matter, I did great. We have also conquered Vierville Draw. 65 soldiers remaining, 3 item points, 4 courage, 3 stars, 4 courage and 5 item points, and 5 specialists, being the lieutenant, sharpshooter, captain, scout, and beachmaster. Well, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you love D-Day dice as much as I do. And if you don't have a copy, make sure to get those second edition copies before they run out. I think the new D-Day dice Pacific is around the corner. Hopefully the Kickstarter will come this year, and I'm really much looking forward to that. It's going to be really cool to see how they change the game up for that Pacific Theater of Operations. I know they added some stuff in the third edition of the rules. Your specialist can become sick, I guess malaria and stuff like that, drinking bad water. So there's a lot of cool stuff, and I really hope they go hard on that and add much stuff that makes sense thematically to the Pacific. Anyway, guys, I'm not going to keep babbling just for 30 more seconds. I want to tell you that I hope that you subscribe to my channel. That's probably the thing that helps me out the most. Commenting and liking the video is what makes me most happy, because then I get feedback from, and I know someone's watching these videos, which encourage me to make more videos. And if you want to help out a little bit extra, you can become a supporting member of the channel for only $2.99 US a month. You can also do a one-time donation with PayPal. You'll find my PayPal address in the video description, or you can just use YouTube Super Thanks. Okay, guys, it's going to be cool to sit and edit this video now, because I'm going to look, did I add these 9 soldiers and 1 courage or not? I believe I did, but we'll see what happens. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. See you next time.